Here at Binge Pipe, we realize we're not the biggest streaming service, but we are the one you're stuck engaging with at the moment. So maybe we can all just take a minute and get over ourselves. Binge Pipe isn't any more impressed by you than you are by it.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team was in my home. I didn't even know I had a back door.
I thought the volume was off on my programming, but the Binge Pipe doctor discovered it was my ears that were wrong.
Not only do they closely monitor my enjoyment of their services, but they reward me if I turn in fellow customers who are not completely happy. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Binge
Binge
Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Binge-
Pipe. Binge Pipe.
Thank you.
Binge Pipe not only streams the highest quality programming other services passed on, but we also create original content based around our users' most frequent search terms. Please enjoy the following.
Dad? It's Scraps. He's not moving.
I'm sorry, Patrick. We have to remember, Scraps had a long, happy life.
Do you think he'll be okay?
I don't know, buddy. I just don't know.
Ah, what a sad scene. You know what no one likes? Losing a family pet. You know what everyone likes? Solving a crime. I'm Huck Dagfield, founder of How to Host a Pet Murder, the theatrical experience that reframes your pet's exploration as an immersive whodunit. Hey there, little Patrick. What if I told you Scraps was murdered?
But he's just laying at the bottom of the stairs.
So you gotta ask yourself, what kind of a monster throws an old dog down the stairs? Come on, let's look for clues.
Hey, there's a monogrammed handkerchief under Scraps' collar.
What do you know? Sounds like you're onto something, buddy. You start asking around, we'll catch up. Look at that. There's no time to grieve when you're hot on a suspect's tail, and I employ a whole stable of trained actors to bring your story to life. Eyewitnesses, false leads, the whole shebang.
I'm Chance Merrill. I usually play the murderer.
Give him a confession, Chance.
Okay. That's right. I hated Scraps. Why? Because he was a good boy. Something I will never be.
He's the real deal, folks.
I trained at Juilliard, but it's complicated.
Got a pet getting ready to play dead forever? Give Huck a call. We take birds, snakes, fish. No cats, please. No one's shedding any tears for those sociopaths.
Mr. Dagfield, I found another clue.
Did you now? Gotta run. That's how to host a pet murder. Call today and give your youngster a curious incident of fun in the nighttime.
Hey kids, do you think reading is fun? Yeah! Great! Then help me read this alimony letter from my ex-wife.
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
D is for Deborah, and I wasn't good enough for her.
Before we begin this trivia game, now would be a good time to practice the phrase, "Ah, man, I knew that." Binge Pipe expected a bit more gratitude for presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, upgrade to premium to skip this slogan.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson. I got Jumanji'd into this video game decades ago, and I miss my family. Ready for your solo? I'll just sing harmonies in the background. Okay, let's begin.
Time for question 1.
First on the docket, Mamma Mia! That's a spicy ABBA question. Okay, so the first Mamma Mia movie was called Mamma Mia. Then the sequel was called Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, which is super clever because Here We Go Again is the line right after Mamma Mia in the song Mamma Mia. Still with me? Okay, so following that logic, what should a third Mamma Mia movie be called? Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, and again, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. And how'd we do? Words following Here We Go Again and Mamma Mia are my. So the third movie's full title would be Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, my. Then they say, How Can I Resist You? Then they say Mamma Mia again. And then I think if I say any more, we have to pay ABBA or Meryl Streep a bunch of money.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Here we have, I think the lady doth protest about the right amount. If a group of protesters wanted a way to measure how much #resistance they were generating, what should they add to their chant? What do we want? Blank! When do we want it? Now! Volts, ohms, Gs, or amps. Let's see how that shook out. Ohm is the electrical measurement used to measure resistance. Back in college, I went to a lot of protests, and let me tell you, we almost won the right to publicly urinate with a doctor's note.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Oh, here's a good one. Han Solo lovemaking. And I can't resist the temptation. Let's do a this or dat. I'm going to read 7 titles, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's a book in the Star Wars franchise or a popular virginity book according to Goodreads. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Star Wars or virgins. Here it comes. Before the Awakening. Lost Stars. Fallen Too Far. Sweet Evil. Dark Disciple. Losing It. Last Shot. That was nice and forgettable. Now let's keep going.
I don't need you anymore.
This one's called, If You Hate People, Every Room Can Feel Like an Escape Room. You ever done one of those escape rooms? You know, where you get locked in a room with people and you have to solve a bunch of puzzles to get out? And no, I'm not talking about high school. What's the most useful thing to scream while participating in an escape room that takes place in a tack room? Look under the doilies, check by the swords, feel inside the saddles, or fish around in the toilet. Okay, let's take a look. This is the one you missed. A tack room is attached to a horse stable and is used to store saddles. As opposed to the tact room, which is where you take the horses to have direct and sensitive conversations with them. Try this on for size. Double, double, toil, and Sprite Zero. If the Globe Theatre had a special Coke machine using ingredients from the Witch's Brew in Macbeth, what custom-flavored soda would you not be able to sip on while watching Shakespeare? Diet Cherry Vanilla and Hemlock Coke, Pib Extra with lime and dragon scales, Barks Root Beer with a wolf's tooth dropped in, or Virgin Blood Fanta? Hope you like what you picked. Blood of a virgin is not one of the ingredients the witches use in Shakespeare's play Macbeth. I'm a simple guy. I just like sparkling Dasani water with a little lemon and a little finger of birth strangled babe ditch delivered by a drab. Round 1 is over. Be careful. Nobody is catching up. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2? Okay, back at it.
6 trombones is not a parade.
How about this one? Hip-hop and we don't stop, but we should. What would the name of the Work It singer look like if you were to flip it and reverse it? Janim Ikin, Ijailb J. Iram, Nuskaj Tanaj, Ro, Ta'ila Isim. So what'd you pick? The 2002 hit Work It was written and performed by Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. But her lyrics are so killer, she should be called Missy Felony Elliott. You know what I mean? No? Okay, fair enough.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Let's try Don't Talk to Me Before I've Had My Sandwich. If cows worked like coffee beans, then which Arby's sandwich would have the most caffeine? Light roast beef, medium roast beef, dark roast beef, or French roast beef? Okay, what'd you pick? Oh, ouch. Smart people choose this. The darker the bean, the less caffeine. And the more beef in my coffee, the better. Beefy.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like an attractive question or a question with a great sense of humor? Choose your content. And now, we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Coming up next, a question with a great sense of humor. Which of these is not one of the 4 humors ancient Greeks believed made up human biology? Blood, phlegm, black bile, or white pus? I love this part. Sorry, no takebacks. Watch how easy this is. The humors were believed to be blood, phlegm, black bile, and the 4th was yellow bile. Yes, there were 2 biles. Just like modern humor, the Greeks liked a good sequel. I call this one terror on the side of caution. Those of you who are easily startled might want to just close your eyes and guess for this next question. If you suffer from aticophobia, you'll scream in terror when you get this question wrong, you get this question right, we never reveal the correct answer to this question, or this question is full of bees. Okay, what'd you pick? Well, we can definitely reveal one of the wrong answers to this question. This one escaped you. Aticophobia is the fear of failure, so wrong is right. Here's one I like to call Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor, that is.
Banned from Sweden for 30 years. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Hope you like what you picked. The Swedish king Gustav III hated coffee and had it banned from his country in the 18th century. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on... Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. I do. Or, I did. I hope you remember who's been married to whom. It starts to add up. Good luck. There you have it. You are the hero of your own story. Next time, try asking your mom to play with you. Or my mom. Anything to get her out of the house.